8, 13, 21, 34, 55, 89, 144, 233, 377, 610, 987, 15, 97, 95, 84.
Uncle Hal? The eggs, they're done.
Thank you, Sonny.
Snake!
So, back from the dead?
I remember the sun being so flat.
Sorry. I'll dig in right away, Sonny. And would you make some for Snake, too?
Okay.
Hey, none for me, Sonny. Shh. How long was I out?
A whole day.
Someone saved my life.
Yeah. It could have been Meryl and her boys. Don't worry. They're doing fine.
Liquid got away.
You okay?
My body just seized up all of a sudden. This is normal. It's not my joints or muscles.
It looked like the PMC soldiers all went haywire en masse, too. I thought it might be a form of ADS, but I didn't detect any aberrations in the EM field. You were lucky. Some of those guys' hearts simply stopped.
She was there. Maybe it wasn't liquid side. Otacon, did you see her?
No, but you're right. Naomi was there. I found traces of her DNA in that syringe you were holding.
So it was Naomi. Why?
Here, let me show you something. Right after it all happened, I got a video mail from Naomi. It was sent to my old address.
Here you go.
Thanks, Sonny. They're delicious.
But you haven't even eaten any.
Grown-ups have to watch our caloric intake, you know. But thank you. I was looking for this.
You're not watching your nicotine intake.
Sonny! You really hurt her feelings.
Yeah. Why don't you teach her how to cook eggs then?
Oh, like I know how to cook. Hey, check this out. The data's been quarantined, no viruses. The voice print matches Naomi's, and I'm fairly confident the video isn't digitally synthesized either.
Snake, I'll make this quick. I'm in South America. I've been captured and forced to do research. It's Liquid. Liquid's goal is to seize control of SOP, the sons of the Patriot system that controls the soldiers. To do that, he needs to analyze the nanomachine structure and find out how they communicate with one another. The nanomachines currently in use by militaries and PMCs are third generation. But their design is derived from that of the first generation. And the basic technology is still the same.
First generation?
I was the one who created the first generation. A nanomachine colony, part of which was Foxdie. 9 years ago, at Shadow Moses, I injected it into your body, Snake. The technology used in Foxdie was incorporated, inherited really, by SOP. That's why Liquid has me helping him hijack the system, because I know how Foxdie works. Please, you must rescue me. Liquid's found a loophole he can use to get into the system. Preparations for his insurrection are nearly complete. There's no time to waste. Snake, hurry!
Naomi sent her location data in a separate file.
What the hell is that?
It's a type of encrypted data. Sunny decoded it for us. Remember now? This is data from the Soliton radar you used at Shadow Moses. I'm guessing Naomi wants us to know the message truly is from her. Sending the map data in Soliton radar format. Pretty clever. And Mei Ling's helping us out from Hawaii.
The data she sent was 4D sound data. I don't know how Soliton radar works, but all I had to do was change the audio data into video data. It was easy. This Naomi lady seems pretty cool.
It's Campbell.
Snake, as you'll recall, following the Shadow Moses incident 9 years ago, Naomi was detained by the authorities. But someone arranged for her escape.
Yeah, I hear they added that to my rap sheet too.
I suspect it was actually Liquid. He must have taken her prisoner himself and forced her to do research at his facility in South America. Chances are, the location Naomi gave us is the site of Liquid's main base.
But there's no actual proof.
There's an ongoing skirmish between a new regime put into power by PMCs and a rebel army formed by remnants of the old one. The rebels have hired a small-scale local PMC of their own to stir things up. It's the quintessential example of a war economy market. The new regime is still in shambles, so it's really pure Ramamon, one of the PMCs under Outer Heaven control, that's calling the shots. You might say it's a perfect place for Liquid to make his haven.
Or it could be a trap.
True, but even so, the payoff would greatly aid our efforts.
I had Sunny trace the origin of Naomi's mail. The address is fake, but Sunny was able to track the message back through its proxies based on access date timestamps and data transfer volumes. Apparently, the message originated from a server in South America. I wouldn't exactly call it 100% credible, though.
Colonel, where's Meryl?
I know she left the Middle East in pursuit of Liquid. I'm sure Arsak is on to us by now. We can't chase that line too far.
Which leaves Naomi as our only lead.
I've secured you landing clearance at El Dorado International Airport. You'll be acting as a UN inspector.
South America. That's about 20 hours from here. Then what's the plan?
I'll arrange for them to get you a 4x4. The location Naomi gave us, the PMC's base, is in a mountainous region surrounded by forests. Use the 4x4 to get as close as possible to the PMC security perimeter. From there on, Snake, it'll be a solo sneaking mission.
Roy.
Thanks. The rebels are still pitched in battle against the PMCs. The commotion should help you slip into the facility unnoticed.
20 hours until we land. Got it. I'll have a look at the documents. Maybe I'll even have a smoke while I still can. Are they involved in all of this?
The Patriots, you mean?
The data we got from Arsenal Gear was a load of crap. 12 founders who have all been dead for 100 years. Give me a break. We know they exist today. If the purpose of this battlefield control system is to control IDs, it fits in with their plans perfectly.
Seizing control of the world's ID systems, and then using them to manipulate the economy and information flow. For the Patriots, that's the ultimate prize. You might say the Patriots are the embodiment of the war economy.
Everything that Solidus feared 5 years ago, it's all come to pass.
The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information.
Now, with the media and global opinion under complete control, not even the UN can stand up to them.
Then Liquid's insurrection is against them.
Exactly. It would seem as though Liquid has taken up Big Boss's cause. An age of persistent universal warfare. A world where mercenaries are free from domination. In a sense, the Outer Heaven Big Boss envisioned is already a living reality.
You mean the PMCs and their war business?
Right now, Liquid is a slave to the Patriots, forced to fight their proxy wars for them.
He must be dying to break free of their spell.
Beneath the surface, a new Cold War is brewing between Liquid and the Patriots over who will survive.
And no matter who wins, the world has no future. Until we stop Liquid and destroy the system, we'll never be free.
Snake, what we call peace is an equilibrium kept in check by the war economy. Destroying the system means wiping out the information society, the end of modern civilization. Like it or not, we may have no choice but to protract the system.
Snake, here's what we know about the current battle. Rebel guerrilla units are advancing on the base of the government PMC troops. That base appears to be Liquid's safe house. According to Naomi's data, she's being held prisoner inside the compound.
That's where she is.
Assuming the data is correct. And one more thing.
What now?
The government PMC troops have been operating at high altitudes. We have reports that it's starting to upset the balance of the Nano-Machine control system.
Meaning?
Meaning the low blood oxygen content seems to have an effect on their Nano-Machines, giving them a slight edge in battle. Be careful.
Steer clear of altitude sickness. Got it.
Don't forget this face. This is the face of the bastard who killed your comrades.
More guerrillas will be coming to storm the safe house. He must be among their numbers. Sooner or later he will come. Don't let down your guard.
Otacon, what the hell?
That was Vamp. I'm sure of it. I'll never forget that face.
Those were PMC soldiers with him. Is he involved in Liquid's plan?
We watched him die in Manhattan. Damn it, he won't leave us alone. Snake, could Vamp be immortal?
Not a chance. This is the real world, not some fantasy game.
I swear, the next time he shows up...
Not now, Otacon.
Right. I know. Snake, according to satellite imagery procured by Mei Ling, the facility where Naomi's being held is to the north, along a mountain road. I'm sending the location to your map.
Mei Ling? What's she up to these days?
Taking command of the Missouri, apparently.
The Missouri? That's a World War II battleship.
The museum contract in Hawaii expired some time ago. I hear it's now being used as a virtual training vessel.
No kidding.
Not for actual combat training, of course, but rather to get sailors used to seamanship on an analog vessel. Or so I hear. After the mess at Shadow Moses, Mei Ling kinda got put out to pasture.
Even so, making captain at her age, that's pretty impressive.
Rumor has it she caught the eye of some lecherous old admiral who got her promoted. She always did have a thing for older men.
Maybe it's too early to retire after all.
Thinking of taking a little training on an analog vessel, Snake?
No. At this point, I've got no need for any more training.
Fair enough. Listen, Snake. When you get there, remember, the conflict between the PMCs and the rebels has nothing to do with your mission. There's no reason for you to get involved or take sides. That said, creating some sort of impact on the battlefield could produce better conditions for sneaking. The rebels are targeting the facility being used by the PMCs as a base. This is more or less the same spot where Naomi's being held. If you aid the rebels, they might get rid of some of the PMCs and help carve a path for you to sneak in.
That freak I just saw, with the tentacles, was it using the same octo-camo system as my suit?
Yeah?
I thought that technology was of your own design.
Actually, I kinda based it on some designs Sunny snagged off the net.
And the data came from?
DARPA?
So in other words, we're on equal ground technologically.
Sorry. I guess I should have told you.
And by the looks of things, they know I'm coming too.
Yeah, it could be a trap. Stay sharp.
So, sehr geehrte Zuschauer und Abonnenten, willkommen zurück zu Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots. Ja, wir befinden uns jetzt in Südamerika und wir müssen hier eine bekannte Forscherin namens Naomi Hunter finden, die uns ein paar sehr wertvolle Informationen liefern kann, wie wir das eben in der Intro-Sequenz dort, also bei der Missionsbeschreibung dort gesehen haben. Und wir müssen auf jeden Fall zusehen, dass wir hier so wenig wie möglich Aufmerksamkeit hier erregen. Und wie Otacon uns schon auch gesagt hat, wir kämpfen weder für die Seite der Söldner, weder für die Seite der Rebellen, aber wir können auf jeden Fall ihre Arbeit ausnutzen, damit wir weiter vorankommen. Ja, und die massakrieren hier die Rebellen. Aber das soll mir auch wurscht sein. Das ist nicht unser Krieg. Wir haben eine eigene Aufgabe zu bewältigen. So, was kann ich hier so noch so finden, bevor die noch gleich hier aufstehen? Kann ich hier rein? Das ist komisch. Weil soweit ich weiß, kann man hier diese Tür öffnen. Aber ich glaube, das liegt daran, dass dort gefangene Rebellen sind. Und wenn ich mich nicht irre, wenn man es geschafft hat, dass die Rebellen nicht sterben, dann wird einer von denen den Schlüssel von der Wache aufheben und dann die Tür aufmachen. Aber ich glaube, ich kann auch ohne die gut vorankommen. Also ihre Hilfe brauche ich jetzt nicht so besonders. Da ist noch einer. Schön stehen bleiben. Schön die Eier kraulen, meine Fresse. Folgter Humor in Metal Gear Solid. Erst Bauchschmerzen und dann das. C4, Plastiksprengstoff, ja. Wir wissen alle, was das bewirkt. Sprengstoff ist Sprengstoff. Was kann ich hier so finden? Pentazemin. SWD. Her damit. Russisches automatisches Scharfschützengewehr. Ich glaube, in diesem Haus soll noch irgendetwas sein, wenn ich mich nicht irre. Ich glaube, da kann man, ja, da kann man auch dieses Musikstück auch noch finden. Rauchgranate. Kann ich auch gut gebrauchen. Metal Gear Solid 3, The Fury. Ah, die Kampfmusik. Hm. So, hier müssen wir jetzt ganz vorsichtig sein, denn die Feinde hier sind richtig, ja, vorsichtig. Die können es hier auch richtig gut bemerken, wenn wir nicht aufpassen. Man kann auch hier die Uniform für die, also für die Söldneruniform finden. Was rede ich, der Söldner? Ich meine die Rebellenuniform. Und man kann dabei auch Unterstützung von den Rebellen kriegen. Aber wenn man auch die PMCs hier so oder so besiegt, dann wird man so oder so auf ihrer Seite sein. Also das macht jetzt keinen großen Unterschied. Im Prolog war es schon anders, weil die haben dich da nicht, weil die haben uns da nicht, ja, die haben nichts von uns gewusst und deshalb waren wir für die ein Fremder. Niemand. Weh, der kommt jetzt hier. Was? Wo schießt der hin? Sind das Rebellen? Ja, das sind Rebellen. Wo kommen die denn aber auf einmal her? Ich dachte, die sind jetzt da alle tot. Ja, hey. Sag mal, bin ich blöd? Weiß ich denn etwa nicht, wie man da jetzt hochkommt oder was? Ja, geht doch. Da ist noch eine Wache. Ich bin hier komplett falsch. Ich muss auf die andere Seite. Und tschüss. Nein, ich möchte die Leiche aufheben. Ah, okay, da hat nichts. Gehen wir weiter. Ja, was jetzt?
Snake, there's someone I'd like you to meet. A member of the mission staff. A psychological counselor.
Psychological counselor?
A lot of soldiers can't handle the stress of battle, end up panicking. She'll be useful in helping you understand the mindset of both the PMC and rebel soldiers.
She?
Rosemary.
Sieh einer
Nice to
an.
meet you, Snake.
This is Rosemary. She used to work as a data analyst at the Pentagon, but moved to combat support during the Big Shell incident.
Yeah. She was in charge of Jack's files, wasn't she?
After that, she studied psychology. And now she's a counselor with CSP, the Combat Stress Platoon.
Yeah, I hear psychological counseling's the hot field these days. Increased combat efficiency and productivity, all without ever picking up a gun.
I'll be acting as your personal counselor on this mission. Since the passing of the new millennium, one of the most important issues facing today's military is the mental care of its soldiers. I can also provide advice on soldier psychology from a threat assessment perspective. Contact me anytime. I'll be standing by here at home with Roy, but I'm on a different circuit. The frequency is 147.79.
Her advice will have a positive effect on your psych gauge. Survival on the battlefield depends on your psychological well-being. Lose your cool and your body stops doing what you tell it to. Even a veteran soldier like you.
I know. Mind, body, technique. Some things haven't changed with time.
When your psyche is running low, ask her for advice. It'll help keep you in peak condition and focused on the mission.
By the way, Colonel, isn't that your house?
Well, yes.
Then the woman you married, the one that Meryl was talking about.
Is Rosemary, yes. Didn't I tell you before?
News to me. What about Jack?
Jack.
Jack, from Foxhound. Codename Ryden. I seem to remember him being engaged to Rose.
Oh. We lost all trace of him.
Jack's gone. I used to work with the guy. He saved Sunny from the Patriots.
He disappeared soon after that.
What about you? Jack disappeared and you just moved in on Rose?
I was consoling her over her loss, and one thing just led to another.
She's young enough to be your daughter.
Yeah, lucky me, huh?
Now I see why Meryl was so disgusted.
Meryl said something about me.
Yeah, I believe her words were, "I'll never forgive that womanizing piece of shit."
I see.
Colonel, you knew she was our informant in the Middle East, didn't you? Was it you who put her up to it?
Yes. I used my connections in the army to get Meryl the job.
You wanted your daughter someplace where you could keep an eye on her.
Look, everybody involved in the incident at Shadow Moses either lost their job and status, or in the case of Meryl and Mei Ling, got brushed aside. Meryl wanted to make a comeback, a difference. We can't all be as strong as you, Snake. Some of us can't bear living like pariahs.
Since Shadow Moses, I've been branded a criminal.
I think of it as my own small way of making it up to my daughter. My own flesh and blood. In any case, call Rosemary if you ever need advice.
Interessant. Also sind Rosemary und Jack jetzt nicht mehr zusammen. Und Jack, also Ryden, aus dem zweiten Teil von Metal Gear Solid, ist einfach verschwunden. Huh. Interessant. Ob was mit denen da passiert ist, also zwischen beiden. Haben die sich gestritten oder so? Oder ist Ryden jetzt komplett tot? Ja, Fragen.
So that's where you were.
Was zum? Warum konnte ich ihn nicht? Ja, da muss ich wohl auf die Ratetour gehen. Ich muss mal auf jeden Fall hier richtig aufpassen, was ich hier tue. Ich habe jetzt keine Lust, die ganze Zeit hier in allen Kapiteln hier Alarm zu schlagen.
Who is this? Snake. That voice. There's an ambush ahead. Government and PMC troops. He could be shot from anywhere. Watch your surroundings. Look to the distance.
Is this Jack?
Jack is dead. Snake. I'm at your side.
Wait.
War das gerade Ryan oder? Es hörte sich irgendwie nach ihm.
That's a power station those PMCs are guarding. It's a key piece of infrastructure, so it's bound to be heavily defended. The rebels will surely see it as a high-value target. When those two groups get around to fighting, it's not gonna be pretty. You've got a tough choice to make. Follow them, or find your own way around.
Ja, wen hast du aber erwartet? Ganz vorsichtig. Da ist ein Scharfschütze, ich sehe ihn. Ah, Mann. Ja, und noch einer dazu. Mhm. Da ist noch einer. Das sind sogar zwei von denen. Gut, sehr geehrte Zuschauer, ich mache jetzt an dieser Stelle Schluss und wir sehen uns dann beim nächsten Part bei Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots. Bleibt dran, es wird weitergehen.